Hey guys, welcome back to my channel at Live Love Lex 71. I am Lex, and in this video I am finally back with a 2-week review. Now I said I was going to do a month review and I still am, but I know when I watch YouTube videos and when I'm looking for a particular hair type and brand, I don't have a month to wait. I need to know right then what's going on. If it's going good for 2 weeks, that might be enough for me to purchase. So this is my review, and for all you ladies that are here and wondering, I definitely give it 5 stars, and I definitely would repurchase this hair again, and I have. Okay, so yeah, this is the hair, and this is the Outre Velvet Brazilian Perm Yaki. Okay, so the company is Outre. Who hasn't heard of Outre? They're very much known out there, so it can be purchased at your local beauty supply store, and there are several vendors online that purchase it if it's not available up the street from your house. This is the Velvet Brazilian line. They have different lines, and this is their Velvet Brazilian line, which basically lets you know that it is Remy texture hair. All the cuticles of the hair are going in one direction, which will minimize tangling, and it is their Brazilian texture. Will let you know that it's supposed to be a coarser texture than, you know, more of a European texture or whatever. And this is the texture Perm Yaki. Okay, so they offer 3 textures in this line. They offer a Yaki texture, which is pretty standard across the board. When you think of Yaki hair, that's pretty much what it is. They also offer a natural Yaki texture, and that's a little more coarser than his hair, but definitely not as coarse. And this is the coarsest that they offer on that line, which is their Perm Yaki. Okay, so I'm going to try to get up into this so you guys can see this texture. And this is definitely one of those textures where I don't have to even use a magnifier to show you guys that it's coarse. I mean, it's freaking gorgeous. Okay, the blonde streaks in there is like some cheap $5 hair, number 27, which I use for a peekaboo highlight, so don't mind that. But the rest of the hair is the Perm Yaki. Okay, love it. Like I said, this is a sew-in, and I do have a tutorial up on how to get this exact same look, because this is the same look from that video. Okay, so it is sewn on, and let me just one more time around. Not quite sure how the back is going. And my bra is always showing in all my videos because I love Razorback sports bras, so yeah. Anyway, so back to the hair. This is some leftover hair that I have from my sew-in, which is a 10 and 12 inch in color number 1. So this is some leftover, and I guess by looking by this is the 12 inch. Okay, so this is fresh, unused hair, and this is 2-week-old hair, and you can definitely tell that there's not much of a difference. The difference that I will say is that the hair is stiffer now, but it still has movement, obviously. But the hair is not as, you know, lush as this hair. Other than that, it has gotten coarser. So yeah, this is a lot thicker than what this hair feels like, because it still has more of a silky, smooth feel to it. But this still does as well, but it's just coarser. Which for me is a good thing, because I am xoxoLEX and I do have leave out, and I do need to try to blend it with my natural hair. Okay, so like I said, since then I have repurchased the hair because I really do like it, and I'm not being sponsored for this video. I'm not even that big enough. No one cares about me now for that, so all this is coming out of my pockets. Okay, so with that being said, just to prove it, this is my bag that I got from the local beauty supply store. Whoa. Which is CNC Beauty here in Atlanta, Georgia. Well, Decatur, Georgia. And I purchased the same thing again in 10 and 12 inches. Okay. So there's the green tabs. And this hair was 30% off. So the 10 inch was $38.99 with 30% off. And it was such a big price jump between the 10 and 12, because this one goes to $58.99 with 30% off. So with both of these, I want to say this is about $60, but I only used half of each bundle. So basically, I didn't even have to buy this. I have a whole nother, you know, enough hair to redo the same exact install. But I just rebought it because I've noticed that with coarser texture hairs, or with just these major companies in general, it's like here today, gone tomorrow with a lot of these lines. So I just want to make sure I have some in my stash because I really do like this hair. So this is it. Once again. Okay, so it's really hot in here because I have a flat iron, I have a wanding curl iron, I have 2 lights right here. So I mean, I plan on trying to at least give you guys an idea and try to make this as in-depth as I can for a 2-week review. Okay, so I will still say stress and wait for the 1-month review, but so far it's good, and I don't think the hair is going to change between now and then, just to be honest with you. Okay, so when I'm doing my hair, I do get shedding. Yes, I do get shedding. Is it a lot? Is it excessive? No. And let me see what else I was about to say. Yes, I do get shedding, but it's not excessive as much as I would say. But I did keep some of the hair from this morning's take down out of my bun till now. So this is it. This is probably the majority of it. Yeah, hopefully you guys can see this. All right, disclaimer, might be kind of yucky, but this is it. Okay. Yeah. So this is the shedding from this morning, and if I've had this hair in for 2 weeks, it's usually this much or less. Okay, because I was obviously combing a lot more aggressively because I was making a video, so I at least want to look decent, but I don't think that's that bad. And if I was experiencing that for 2 weeks and this hair is still super duper thick with just basically 1 bundle of hair, I mean, yo, this is a win, okay? That's nothing to me. And if you can tell by the strands, they are longer and shorter. So it's coming from the 10 and 12 inch. And I do see a couple blonde streaks in there, so that is the little sheep hair I have in. And I did cut my wefts, obviously, to make this sew in. So it was pretty much mostly cut in the front part for my deep side part. So that's that. Tangling, I don't receive any tangling on here whatsoever. If I get a snag, it's because of my I have like loose thread, basically. Like, for example, like right here, that's loose thread. Example. Can you see that? Yeah, okay. So that's what it's getting caught on. It has nothing to actually do with the hair itself. This is great. Now, I will say that this is a 10 and 12 inch, so I don't have a lot of grazing on the back of my neck. Now, they do offer 14, 16, and 18 inch. So if it is longer, I can't really attest for that, okay? But as far as a 10 inch, I'm not getting any, like, tangling. Even right here in the 12 inch area, right around my ear, I don't get any tangling. So I guess that's the best I can tell you guys for people that want longer installs. Okay, so let's get on to the curling and whatnot of the hair. As far as holding a curl, I particularly do not like thick, well, not thick, that's the wrong word. I do not like really tight feathered curls on my bob. I like more of a natural cut and lay. So this will be pretty much it. And I'm fine with that. But a lot of ladies want a little more, you know, pizzazz with it, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I will be demonstrating using 2 curling tools, excuse me, how it curls for a deeper and tighter curl. Now, I don't know, this may surprise me, but I don't think it's going to hold a curl that good because it is thick hair. But who knows? So for this, I will be using my Remington flat iron. I think this is a 2-inch plate, and I bought this from Target for like 30 bucks. I love this. It has the dial on there. It goes up to 450 degrees, so I have it on 420. Wait, maybe that's all it goes up to. No, it goes up to 455. Okay, so I'm just going to keep it on 420 because it's hot as hell in here. And that's all I can tell you about this flat iron right now. But that's what I'm going to be using. I'm also going to be using my 24-hour body finishing spray by Tresemme. This can be found for like $5 at your local beauty supply, Target, Walmart, wherever. But this is what this looks like. I'm going to use this to see if it holds the curl, okay? First, I'm going to do it without it. And then next time I'm going to do it with it. I personally don't put any spray or anything on this hair, so yeah. Let's see. Now I don't want to mess up this flick right here, so hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay. Just this part, I'm going to leave this part out real quick. Just out of my face. I'm just using a clip to hold it back. So I'm going to be curling right here. Make sure I got some of the blonde out because that is not part of the review. Okay, so this is about, I don't know, 2 inches of thickness right here. And I'm going to use a flat iron right now on 420 and see what happens. Okay. Now, I could do the grandma curls if I want to, but obviously it holds a curl. Now, will it hold all day? We'll see. But from my understanding, it does do pretty good with holding the curl, but not for like days on days on days. Okay, that's just not going to happen. Okay, so now I'm going to use the finishing spray and see if it get a tighter. Tighter one, because actually sometimes, oh, excuse the sizzle. Whew. Okay, so yeah, it's much stiffer now. I love that spray. Okay, it's like bomb. I would never in my life wear my hair out like this, but I'm just showing it for the curl for you guys. And I'm actually, let me curl it back. Okay, let me stop playing. Okay. Oh my God, that sucked. Okay. Alright. Now, you wouldn't normally use a 2-inch plated to get, look at them edges, y'all. Yeah. But, alright, let's see. Yeah, it definitely will give you, if it was cut for that feathered back look that a lot of ladies love so much. It would definitely give you that look. Okay. Now we're going to try the curling wand real quick. We'll use it back here. Okay, for the curling wand, I'm using another Target appliance, basically. It's the Remy 10 Pearl curling wand. This is so old, like 4 years ago. They made them thicker since then. This is like the smaller version when they first came out. So it still goes for about $30. And I'm going to try to wand this hair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it does curl. And I'm sure a good holding spray or whatnot would definitely keep these like all together. Okay. Yep, so this is my quick 2-week tutorial. That's a tutorial, 2-week review on this hair. It's definitely a go. I love it. Definitely would repurchase and have repurchased this hair, but